Ya son las 10 de la noche con 5 minutos, 10 con 5. Estamos en vivo desde EDC, México. Y tenemos a Nora en Pure en esta noche. Nora, thank you so much for this interview.
Thanks for having me.
How was the EDC Mexico experience? Because you played a few moments ago.
Pretty insane. I played at the main stage, which is quite an experience for me to play with my deep sound at such a big stage and with a more mainstream sound usually.
Yeah.
But I did my thing as always and it was great. You know, the crowd was into it and I liked it.
Ok, le preguntaba yo que cómo estuvo la experiencia de tocar en EDC, tocó en el Kinetic Field y me dice que pues muy bien, que de hecho es un poco como extraño que ella con sonido deep esté tocando en un escenario principal, pero que la verdad estuvo muy bien y el público increíble. I think you have a lot of time these 2 years ago, you know, the pandemic. So what did you do? I think you spent a lot of time on the music studio.
Yeah, actually last year I was really touring again as if, you know, everything went back to normal. I was mainly in the States because that was the market that was open. But before that, during the time at home, I focused on streams, on the label, on music.
Okay.
The streams were actually really cool. It was like the only way how to connect to your audience while not being able to tour, you know, and showcase the music you've been working on and that is coming out on the Purified Records label. So it was a busy time, even though I was home, you know.
Yeah, I think. And the streams was music streams.
Music streams in Switzerland, in the mountains, you know, with
wow,
beautiful drone footage and stuff. And it was a lot of work to pull it together, you know, but no, it was a good time. Also to be home a little bit more, having a real break from touring and not always being in different places. It's sometimes a little exhausting, you know, so to be able to be home and connecting with your family and just being in one place wasn't bad. You reevaluate everything, you start to appreciate much more again touring. Like the first couple of shows back were insane, you know.
Ok, le preguntaba yo que cómo pasó el tiempo de la pandemia en el estudio. Bueno, y aparte me platicaba que también, obviamente, con el label que tiene, haciendo streamings de música. Así que fue un tiempo muy, muy ocupado el que pasó Nora en Pure. You release in this year one remix for Clapton.
Yeah.
And a new single que es Reminiscing.
Reminiscing, yeah.
Ah, well, Reminiscing. Sorry for the...
No worries.
What can you tell us about this new single? You know, the way of compose, the sound, things.
Well, I had different inspirations. I'm a huge fan of Stefan Butzin, which you can hear in that track
Okay.
a little bit. And otherwise, I like in the breaks to make it really cinematic. So this one brings all the emotions in the break, and then in the drop, it's kind of that typical bass line. And the whole title of Reminiscing was kind of to, you know, sometimes you think back of events or you're dwelling in memories, and I think it sometimes just needs that in order to move forward stronger. So that it was kind of the message with this track, that you take past experiences and you take the time with it, you process it, and you move ahead with it stronger.
Ok, le preguntaba ya acerca de su nuevo sencillo y bueno, me dice que hay mucha influencia de Stefan Butzin, de hecho que se puede escuchar mucho la influencia en este sencillo y bueno, es muy en el sonido de Nora, que ustedes ya conocen este sonido deep y demás. With this pandemic for you, how can I say, it changed your way of compose? Because after the pandemic, you know, you said no, touring, but now it changed anything?
Like musically, if I change the style a bit?
Not the style, the way of compose your music with much time and...
Well, during the pandemic, it was easier because I was home, right? Usually when you're on tour, you maybe write down some ideas you have, then you wait till you're back in the studio and you work on something and, you know, it's a back and forth. But I was very used to that, so it's not like it was a big hassle. It's just now I had more time to work on things, to finish things that were since years, laying around. And yeah, during the pandemic, maybe we did a little bit more streaming friendly music, like more melodic, more chill, because there were no clubs, no one was going out, there was no club scene, which is a real disaster for our whole scene. But yeah, otherwise it's now back to normal, fast rhythm with music and touring and everything.
Ok, le preguntaba yo si cambió un poco como su forma de componer con el asunto de la pandemia. Y bueno, lo que me platica y lo que entiendo básicamente es que simple y sencillamente tuvo más tiempo, o sea, más tiempo como para estar tranquila, componer y demás, pero bueno, pues ya ha regresado como a esta etapa normal. You have this new single, but I think in this year you are preparing new music stuff. Maybe another singles or maybe an album, an artist album?
Well, everyone always asks for an album. I've been releasing so many singles that I could fill so many albums, right? But maybe, who knows, maybe this year will be the year that I actually do an album, I don't know. But for now, I have next month or in a few weeks, I have a remix for Dom Dollar coming out.
Dom Dollar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a new single as well in 3 weeks, so you have new music very soon.
Ok, bueno, le preguntaba yo de nueva música. Bueno, tiene un remix con Dom Dolla y un nuevo sencillo más o menos en unas 3 semanas, que es lo que por lo pronto nos puede decir. Nora, thank you so much for this little interview.
Thanks for having me.
I hope to see you very soon.
Thank you, likewise.
Bueno, ella fue Nora en Pure, aquí en Beat 100.9.